Look at SpongeBob and look at Squidward. SpongeBob's happy all the time. SpongeBob gets stuff done. SpongeBob's a little bit of a fruitcake, but he's happy. Okay, he's able to enjoy what he has in life. Meanwhile, Squidward hates everything. Squidward is never present. Squidward never has what he wants. But SpongeBob always seems to have what he wants. Why is this? And everyone bastardizes this dichotomy because they're just like, well, it's good to be a little, a little fag. Because SpongeBob does it and he's happy. No, that's not the lesson you get from this, okay? This is a perfect case study in being present versus not being present, okay? Be in order to become. Think about SpongeBob, okay? What is SpongeBob? If you ask SpongeBob, what would he tell you who he is? Oh, he'd say, oh, well, I'm a fry cook. I work at the Krusty Krab. I love my job there. I have my pet snail Gary. I have my best friend Patrick. I live in Bikini Bottom. I love my life. Present, present, present. I do, I am, present tense, right? Now, if he has Squidward about his life, he'd be like, I work at the Krusty Krab. I wish I was a clarinet player. SpongeBob and Patrick, they make my life so terrible. They did this and they did that. They did, past tense. I want to be a clarinet player, future tense, but I can't do it. Negative self-talk. Squidward's present is miserable because he says SpongeBob and Patrick make my life terrible. I'm not a clarinet player. I want to be a clarinet player. I am not a clarinet player. Okay, that's his present tense. But where are his desires? His desires are always in the future tense. Like, I want to be a clarinet player. It's future. I would like to become one. And the past, he always talks about the past. Oh, SpongeBob this, oh, when I was younger. I mean, look how many flashbacks Squidward has. The way to become more masculine, the number one way, is to live in the present moment. And it's more than just this mindfulness meditation stuff. Because that's like surface level stuff. That's normie stuff. Let's get deeper, okay? Deeper. Penetrate the hole. Get deep in there. A woman's hole, not a man's hole. Don't be a faggot, okay? To really get in deep here, you have to understand be in order to become, okay? This is more than just being mindful and meditating and focusing on your breath. It's about consciously choosing what your reality is. And I know something like, oh, well, that's airy-fairy, spiritual stuff, but no, it's not. It's reality, okay? Because reality is shaped by human thought. I mean, think about your room. Your monitor, your house, this all began with human thought. Even the trees in the ground. Some of them were planted. Humans, eventually if you go far enough back, you get to God. But, most of the stuff you see came from human thought. Okay? And in the same way, all the stuff came from human thought. Your results come from your own thoughts. Okay? What does SpongeBob want to be? A fry cook. What does he say? I am a fry cook. So he is a fry cook. What does Squidward say? I want to be a clarinet player. So he's never a clarinet player because it's always the future tense. You need to stop saying, I want to do this, I will be this, etc. You can't say that because the future never comes. Your present moment's always going to be miserable. Okay, and think about it. The present moves like this. Present, 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 and the future moves ahead of it. So this is the present, this is the future. It keeps going like this. And he keeps saying, I will be, I will be, I will be. It's just pushing back farther, farther, and farther. Your future's tense is never going to come. And when it does come, if it does, because sometimes you might get fortunate, right? But a lot of people end up being hopeless dreamers because they always say, I will and I want. They won't be able to really appreciate it. Because it's kind of like the thing with money, right? Like, they think like, oh, well, money is going to make me super happy and money is going to change my life. Then they get money and they're still sad. It's because they're always thinking in the future. If you can just live in a moment, all your problems will be solved. If you can live in a moment, all your problems will be solved. That's the lesson to get from SpongeBob. Be in order to become. You want to be a basketball player? You are a basketball player. And start acting like it. And eventually, you're going to get so far, you're going to be amazed for the first few seconds, and then you need to snap out of it. Because if you're surprised at your wins, then you're not a winner, bro. Do you think if you expected me to drop this pen, okay, that wasn't a surprise, was it? Now, what if I don't know what the hell I just put up on the screen, but I put something random. You didn't expect it. It's like, whoa, I'm surprised. You need to make all of your wins like this. Like, I dropped the pen. Of course it happened. It's like, in your own head, like, let's say, I'm going to be a basketball player. That's you, equivalent to you dropping the pen. And then you see the pen dropping with your own eyes. And it's like, yeah, I'm a basketball player. I'm really good at it. Obviously, I already dropped the pen. I already said I am. And I started acting like it. I knew I was going to do this. So this is not a surprise. The pen falling is not a surprise to me. Okay? It's not a surprise. And if it does become a surprise, then you weren't ready. You didn't even really believe you would do it. Because if you believed you were a basketball player, when you play good at basketball, It's not gonna be a surprise. It's gonna be like another day in the office. Apply that to everything else. Money, women, whatever. Only one wife, okay? One wife, only have sex with her. That's really that's the quote unquote matrix. Okay, as I say, the matrix is actually the fact that your thoughts, like there's a non-physical world that exists, and your thoughts can be imputed to the non-physical world, and the non-physical world dictates the physical world. So when you say I'm a basketball player, you drop the pen, or you made it reality in the non-physical world once you actually believe it and you feel the emotions, more than just saying I'm a basketball player. It's about feeling the emotion of being a basketball player and really believing it. No, the energy. And that happens in the non-physical world, it literally happens. So it's reality in one sense, and then the physical reality starts flowing based off of that. That is the lesson learned from SpongeBob SquarePants. Such a genius, bro. I'm so good at this.